Bonjour, hello. Just on my way over to Dévoluy, which is the next massif, the next mountain range over from Les-Orres, where I used to live. And just doing a little bit on the trip. I'm not driving today, so just beautiful clear lake all around. Bit stormy over the mountains. And again, beautiful clear lake. No boats, no tourists. The summer season as such is kind of finished. Yesterday was the last day of tourists visiting for the weekend and going mountain biking and whatnot. That's the last of that. It's all finished. Yesterday also the equinox, autumnal equinox. So maybe the space weather will change for the better and something will happen with the radio. Anyway, I'm just going to point out a couple of things en route, and that's today's video. So here we go. So just heading towards Gap, which is the capital of our commune, our department 05. You see the beautiful colour of the lake. It's a combination of the high calcium levels in the water and the reflection of the sky. Beautiful turquoise colour it is at this time of year. We're just about to go past one of the new cameras, speed cameras, that they set up. Oh, yeah. That they set up whilst we were all in confinement, these brand new Gatsos. So just headed away from Gap, and as usual all the main roads go down the valleys, and we're now heading up to Dévoluy, where I used to live. Two main stations, villages there, Super Dévoluy and Les-Orres, as you can see on the sign on the right. So we head up here for about 25 kilometers and we arrive in Les-Orres, which translates to the jowl of the wolf. Now, wolves aren't much liked around here. The farmers hate them because occasionally we do get a wild wolf comes and starts helping itself to livestock, and it's a protected species. So there's obviously the French way of doing things. There's demonstrations against this, and you'll see, I'll point out on the road ahead where it's been written down, death to the wolves and dead wolves, kill the wolves, all sorts of stuff written everywhere. That's their demonstration to raise the raise the awareness of what's happening with it. Just behind these trees to the right, and it'll appear slightly further up here, is the old road that used to snake up and down the side of the valley here. This is a typical glacial valley where centuries past, this is where the last of the glaciers receded from these parts. And we have the high mountains at the top there on the right, which are covered in cloud. But this is very typical of the approach to a lot of places where we have this flat road. Yeah, we're climbing up, but flat road as in a straight road and not all the twisties and switchbacks and stuff. So just ahead to the right here, you can just see where the old road used to go, and I don't know why they must have had it built up there like this. I take it it's taken a lot of works to get this to run straight and flat. Up on the right, just above us here, you can see in there, Dévoluy is known for its holes, caves, and they're everywhere. See if I could just quickly zoom in on one or two on the way past. But these are over everywhere in the massif of Dévoluy. And again, straight, 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 straight. And then squint, squint, squint. Tunnel. You can see all the rock formations. This actually came up from the bottom of the sea in the mountains. This is actually the bottom of the sea. You can quite often find old shells and stuff in amongst the rocks. Into the tunnel. Yeah. The blue are supposed to mark the separation between vehicles, which doesn't much matter in this tunnel. In the bigger tunnels are quite strictly enforced. Love the view coming out of there as well. Sandy mountain. A lot of the roadworks are done off season as well, so we get these traffic stops all over the place. But the system of traffic lights here, they're all over France. I've very rarely seen them in Britain, but they do actually count down until you're going. So you're not sitting there impatiently wondering how much longer am I going to burn my clutch out waiting for this. Then 2, 1 and go. So finish with the long straight roads, and you can see here, look, the old writing against the old wolves. Poor old wolves, protected species. I think if I remember right, there's another one around here, yeah? But yeah, all the locals have been pretty active. Death to the wolves. Just come into a rain zone, and Lulu, no 2. How does that translate direct?
The wolf kiras.
Yeah. Well, we want to kill the wolves, but that's what the locals are saying anyway. So apparently there was a farm next to here where they lost some livestock, but we're just chatting away. We got more of them.
Same.
No 2. Yeah. So it's pretty much written all over the entry roads to the tourist resorts, and I don't know if it is actually wolves or if it's just dogs that are doing this, because there's quite a lot of vicious family pet dogs that kind of do this stuff when they're let loose, and the old wolves get the blame for it. But again, it's written all over. Just about to head into some weather as well. Bit of a mixed bag, the weather today. Not that warm, about 15-16 degrees. And just the last couple of days, the next couple of days, we've got a few storms coming through. Just mixed. Pretty grey across the left. Sunny straight ahead in the distance. Maybe a bit wet where we're going. I'm actually heading up above the other side of the mountain ahead of us here. I've actually skied down there once. It's off the side of the ski area, and ended up coming down and across this farm to the left here. Oh, we're swinging about, and just down there, and ended up hitching the lift home in the back of a pickup truck. So these walls are fairly newly constructed. They replaced some of the old barriers of blocks, and it's already been quite well written on. Again ahead, major storms happening. Quite a nice time of year for the mixed weather. You kind of get bored with it either being snowy or too hot. And between the two, having just passed the equinox, this is when the weather gets really interesting. Start getting some really good storms coming in the autumn. And again, speed limit here is 90. National speed limit's 80, but it's been left up to some of the communes to decide if they want to go back to the old 90, which must be confusing for tourists coming through. So, just arriving at a destination, do a little bit of a job of work today, and there we go. This is the main ski area ahead, and as I said, I was over the side there once. The ski area goes way over the next valley as well, and unfortunately you cannot see the mountains above, covered in cloud. The mountains to the right, covered in storms. Bienvenue à Dévoluy. Welcome to Dévoluy. So just a little geography video today and such, on wolves and stuff like that, and just thought I'd take the cameras out while I was out in this little trip over. So that's the video for today. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, subscribe down there, all that stuff, sharing, comments, blah blah blah, and until the next video, ciao.